how I created this Dusty Rose look, and I'll also be telling you guys a little story on a particular someone. Towards the end, you'll know what happened. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. So actually, to even start off this story time, I have to have a drink because honestly, that's more than a couple of shots. That's how horrible this relationship was. So I'm also gonna mix it with some pineapple juice. I have to shake this. We topped it off. So I am going to tell you guys about the time that I found out that my ex-boyfriend had a whole ass fiance. Oof. Oof. I think I went a little hard with the vodka. So I honestly don't even know what kind of look I'm gonna go for today, but I know I'm gonna use the Carli Bybel by Anastasia palette. Absolutely love this palette. Also gonna be using the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia as well. I'm probably gonna go in and out with different types of palettes, but I'll just make sure to like add it on. So where do I begin? First of all, y'all, let me tell you guys, he had me fooled. I was dating this guy, I want to say a couple of years ago. I want to say it was like a good 4 years ago, 5 years ago, around there. Guys, I want to tell you guys, I am going to change his name. Basically, I was dating this guy for about, I want to say, I dated him for like a year. We're gonna call him, we're just gonna call him Joe, okay? I'm changing his name. His name's gonna be Joe. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. So guys, first of all, this guy, I never gave him a chance when we were in school because honestly, personally, I wasn't attracted to him. So Joe, he always had a crush on me from high school, even middle school, from what he had told me. So obviously once you graduate high school, whatever, you go about your life. And obviously I had him as a friend on Facebook, not because I didn't like speak to him. I spoke to him courteously like any person. It was more like a friend type thing. So we were in our own lives. Obviously we had graduated high school. He had, I think he at one point he even switched schools. So we all go about our lives. And at one point I remember I was working at this office and I received a message from him and he's like, hey, how have you been? And I didn't know that he had actually gotten into the military. So when he hit me up, it was like strange because I hadn't spoken to him in so long. So then, and he goes, hey, I'm in town. We should hang out. I'm only here for about 2 weeks until I have to go back to where he was stationed at. So I was like, sure, why not? Like, I was like, why not? I haven't seen him in a while and we were friends. So let's go out. I'll take you out to dinner after work. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Go to Cheesecake Factory and obviously I'm taking it more as a, like, oh, we're getting together, we're having dinner, we're talking about life and like how everybody's been and more of a friendly type of dinner. Oh my God, I'm starting to get hot. I just kind of like I liked how the conversation was going and he had definitely changed, as we all do, changed from who he was in high school. Like it was a good time. Like I didn't take it as a date, but I mean it kind of turned into a date. We start dating and it kind of like took off from there. And he unfortunately, but fortunately, was not stationed here. Obviously this was back home. He came back and forth to visit his family and whatever, so that's why he was in town. We kind of had this like long distance relationship, which honestly is, anybody says, oh, long distance relationships work. No, they don't. I'm sure that there's like a handful of relationships that yes, it may work, but the majority it doesn't work. And it wasn't like a long distance relationship where it's like, oh, let me drive like 4 hours, even though that's a lot. No, it was like on the other side of the country. When I tell you guys, we would talk every single day. It was every single day, all day. If it wasn't text messaging, it was FaceTime. If it wasn't FaceTime, it was calling. Know that there was a time difference, but whatever. Back into town, and I remember that he came back into town in the time period where I was actually going on vacation with my family. It's not like I knew he was coming into town. He told me like a week prior, because I guess they don't even know when they get to go home. They just submit their requests, and then they'll let them know like a week in advance. So freaking nervous that when he was coming into town, because I hadn't seen him in about, I want to say 4, maybe 5 months. So I was like, damn. And he was really good. He was really good. Oh, just wait, guys. It gets better. Whoa. Same day that he got here, we saw each other for a couple hours, and then I had to catch my flight. So he was like upset that I wasn't in town, and I was like, whatever, like I'll be back. And I remember he had hit up one of my best friends, and I was like, hey, he's in town, he's bored, like he's not even hanging out with his friends from here. And she's like, yeah, tell him we're at this bar, and like we'll keep him company or whatever, like he can come hang out with us. I was like, sure. So he goes and hangs out with my friends, and the report that I got, obviously not then and there, she was like, he's weird. The things that he would say would be so weird. And I was like, dang, like, you know, you're still in that stage where it's like, is he weird, or it's just like, it's just his personality. At that point I was just like, no, it's just his personality, like he's a really sweet guy or whatever. My friends were like, he's kind of weird. I'm gonna apply this shade right here. It's called Stev, and I'm actually gonna do it from my lash line up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab kind of like a flat brush and start off from my lash line and then kind of move it up. And then things just take a very weird turn. A woman knows something's up. Trust your intuition, because it's absolutely 100% accurate every single time. He would get annoyed with the most weirdest things. He would get upset every single time we would speak on the phone, and it would be a battle every single time we spoke. So then there were times where he was like, he would go missing for like half of the day, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I'm on Facebook, and then I come across his page because someone had tagged him in a picture, and I was like, okay, let me see who this is. And then I see these 3 girls in this picture, and I'm like, okay, who are they? And this is when I say, follow your intuition, because a woman's intuition is never wrong. This doesn't seem right. Like, you're with 3 girls, which, okay, whatever, guys can be friends with girls. I'm using the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop in the shade True Beige. Okay, something just doesn't seem right, and I'm going to figure it out. So I searched up the girls, and I was like, okay, there's one girl in particular in this picture that it just gives me a weird vibe. And I searched her up. As a true little detective that I am, I searched one of the girls in particular, and I was like, who is this girl? And I search up, obviously there weren't any pictures of them on her Facebook, so I searched her up on Instagram and keep scrolling on this girl's page, and then I come across a picture of both of them, and I was like, see, guys, if you're gonna cheat, make sure you cheat well, or don't cheat at all. The girl goes, my man. I was like, espérate. Un segundito, please. Who the hell is this chick? In that time period, he was actually supposed to come home to visit. So while that time is happening, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get all this information good and ready. I'm gonna confront you over the phone. We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna confront you to your face. We went out for a couple of drinks. This is where hits the fan. He goes, I need to use the restroom. I'm using Gigi Gorgeous blush in the only blush duo, Authentic and Pride. I was getting ready to confront him once he got out of the bathroom. I'm putting on some sweats. He calls another girl while he's in my house using my restroom. Espérate. Tú me quieres decir that you're hitting up another female in my freaking house? No. I was like, absolutely not. I tell you guys, I put on sweats so freaking quick. Who is this? Who are you talking to? And he goes, I'm talking to my friend. And then he starts acting weird. He has never been to war. But unfortunately, we do have a lot of people that experience PTSD because they have sacrificed their life and have gone out to war. You are a freaking plane mechanic. Why are you acting weird? He's like, guys, when I tell you I was scared for my freaking life, he goes, shh, you have to get down, you have to get down. I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, they're outside. And I was like, who is outside? What are you talking about? And he goes, they're outside. And he's like on the floor, literally, like with his arms, like acting like he's in war, like he's a sniper. I was like, bro, this man needs to get the out of my house. I was like, you need to get the hell out of my house. Couple days passed by and at this point, I'm looking at what the hell is going on. And this was the time where he was actually going to get stationed out of the country. And about 2 days before he was leaving to go to his new base, I go on this girl's page and I find out, espérate, dame un segundo, espérate un segundo. This is not his girlfriend, this is his fiance. Tú me quieres decir that this is your fiance? The girl never posted that they were together. It was like super awkward. This is your fiance, because I saw in the picture when he was talking to me the day that he was getting on the plane to go to where he was getting stationed. She left with him because she was like, oh, last night in the States. Espérate. This is your fiance? You've been dating me for a year and you have a fiance? And when I tell you guys, we would talk every single day, 24 hours a day. When in the hell did you have a fiance? Okay. So the same day that he was texting me saying, I want to be with you and let's please work this out and let's do this and that, whatever, I find out that this is your fiance. So he's texting me at this point and I was like, don't ever hit up my phone and I will be contacting your fiance, best friend's wife, whatever the you want to call her, and let her know that you've been two-timing both of us. And he goes, what are you talking about? My fiance? Ha ha ha. No, that's not my fiance. You are a damn liar. Liar. I started writing a message to her on Instagram back then, and I was going to send it to her, letting her know, oh, by the way, your fiance was also my boyfriend for a year, and he's been two-timing both of us. At that point, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. The only reason I didn't do it was because as a woman, if you feel like something's up or something's wrong, you need to check. So there's absolutely no way that she didn't know something was up. And at that point, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it be. Let them figure it out. Let her figure it out. Because he's a piece of shit. He can't, honestly, he can't hide this forever. I mean, he did hide it for a while, but come on. Literally blocked me. I guess she never found out because they ended up having a baby, and I guess they're back in the States, and he still views my best friend's Snapchat. So, hey boo, how are you? I never spoke to him again. I never want to speak to him again. Honestly, thank God I dodged a bullet with that one. This is the final look. I'm so sorry if I didn't review all the products that I should have. It's just I was really into this, and I've had a little bit to drink, and I'm already feeling it. I'm already ready for bed. All right guys, and that is the end of my story. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time.